And what's the difference between, I guess, performing live and performing on the floor?
I mean, it was pretty similar, except like you have the pressure of like you could go home.
Why did you even decide to go on the floor?
So honestly, I wasn't even planning on going on the floor. Before I went on the floor, I was working on my own EP, and I was going to the studio to like record a demo, and they were having auditions there, and my manager was just like, you should just go meet them. I was like, I don't want to audition for any show. So then like I was like, okay, I'll just sing for them. I sang for them, and they really liked me, and they kept calling him and telling him, tell her to come on the show, tell her to come on the show. Right. And when I found out like the panel was like more urban and that's what they were looking for, I was like, okay, that's more in my lane. I feel like usually they go for like pop, so you know, it fit me more.
Like you worked alongside some of the biggest names, you know what I mean? Diddy,
yeah.
Khaled. Did you learn anything from those guys?
You know, the overall message I got from them was just to be true to myself as an artist, which, you know, I feel like is really important. Right. You know, everybody's unique and everybody has something different about them, and it's good to preserve that. So, I mean, I feel like it definitely like kind of woke me up, like how competitive like the industry is.
Oh, really?
I mean, obviously, you know, being an artist is way different than, you know, being a competitor on a show. But, you know, you just kind of always have to be on top of your game.
Absolutely.
So.
Well, what was life like after you got off the show?
After the show, I mean, it was pretty crazy because, you know, the show gave me a lot of exposure, and I gained like a huge following on Instagram. Like before I was on the show, I only had like 2,000 followers, and nobody really knew me like for my music because I didn't really like post about it that much. But like after the show, I was like almost at like 3 million. Wow. And, you know, I just got a lot of support and love, and it really meant a lot. Like, I feel like nowadays, like, social media, like, is your career. So if you're not on top of your, like, social media, then you don't have a career.
You know what, Zhavia? I feel like I've known you for years after listening to the single 17. It's, like, very autobiographical. Like, was it hard revealing some of the things that you talked about?
Yeah, it was, because when you're writing a song that's really personal, you don't want to cross the line of sharing too much information. But at the same time, you still want to, you know, give your story in a detailed way to where your fans can relate to it if they're going through the same thing. Right. So, you know, I wanted people to know what happened, you know, behind the scenes, because, you know, when I was on the floor and when I got off, you know, I think people just thought like, you know, that was it. It blew up, you know, and like, but there was still like, you know, a lot going on and a lot I had to work for.
There's a line in the chorus you talk about, you know, your life has changed. What has changed for you so far?
Well, I mean, you know, I'm really blessed to be able to support my family now. But I mean, just me like being able to live my dreams and, you know, be a singer and inspire my fans and the world through my music is an honor. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
And I saw that you tweeted that, you know, you write a song a day. Is that the goal? Is that the process?
Well, that's the goal. I mean, for a while I was writing like a song a day, and you know, like sometimes it can be a lot, but I'm starting to get back into the studio. I'm gonna be working on my album now. After this comes out. What
can we expect? And how do you balance the EP from the album as far as what records do you save for each project?
Well, when I was making my EP, I had like a lot of songs that I had written to like choose from. But I mean, I just kind of picked the songs that I felt like my fans would love the most. Some of them are love songs. Some of them are just like experiences that I've had, you know, within the past few years of like, you know, blowing up and all of that. So it's just kind of like a recap of like the last 2 years of my life. And then of course 17 is about like my whole journey and how I got to where I am. So.
And you also connected obviously with ZAYN for the Aladdin soundtrack. How did that come about?
Well, it was pretty crazy because my manager just got like an email out of nowhere, like from ZAYN's manager, just saying like, ZAYN picked you to sing, you know, the female part for the duet, and if I wanted to do it. And at first we didn't really like think it was real because, you know, it's easy for someone to just be like, send you an email, you know, like prank us or something. But when I found out it was real, I was like, wow, like this is crazy. I didn't expect that at all. Like it just kind of came out of nowhere. That song is, you know, such a big part of history. And, you know, I feel really honored to be singing on the newer version. You know, I'm going to be able to show my kids that version when I'm older.
That's a flex right there.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I noticed you don't like to be boxed in as like a singer or a rapper. You're like almost fluid when it comes to your music.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I like to say that every feeling has a different sound, so all of my songs are gonna sound totally different. But, you know, what keeps it cohesive is like my vocals and me as an artist. So.